Hi, everyone. We are coming live in Intuitive Angel Messages on Facebook, my group, very high vibrational spiritual group. And I have my special guest with me, Tanya. I'm so
Tanya.
happy you're here with me.
Thanks for having
And
me.
you're welcome. And we're talking about the progression of communication with spirit. And we're talking about how we have progressed over the last few months, how we have progressed communicating with spirit. Also, we have Archangel Sandalphon that has stepped forward and would like to relay a message as well. And why is Sandalphon here, Tanya?
Ooh. That there was a few days ago, Sharia had channeled for me, and he came in because I had asked for him. She had done a YouTube video about him with him, and he was talking about encouragement. And if you need that encouragement, or you can always call upon him, and that's exactly what I did. And a few days later, when Sharia came on live with Songs of Love, I had to ask for a mini reading, and she stated that he was there, and I'm like, oh, how great is that? Because I had asked it for him.
That's great. And we were just talking about him briefly, and you were just relaying that to me. And then he just
Yeah,
kind of energetically entered my space. It was kind of like an energetic tap on the top of my head.
that's so funny.
And I was like, ding, ding, ding. And I said, well, whoever is here is very strong. And I said, okay, so this message must be for us, you, me,
Mhm.
someone here.
It's
And
so
then,
funny. I just said his name, and he's like, and then you said, oh,
oh,
I
as
just felt
soon
his
as you said
energy.
his name,
So
he's
funny.
like, oh, and as soon as they know you can hear them and channel their guidance, they come on in, and there is an open door. Hey, this person will hear me, and they will come. They come and they send us messages all the time, and we're always unconsciously, channeling unconsciously about so many different things in so many different ways. Gut feelings, knowingness, uh, you know,
A thought just goes in your head. You're like,
yeah,
yeah,
thought just
yeah.
pops in your head. You can have signs that are repeatedly given to you, like number sequences all the time. Thank you, Agnes, my guardian angel. But they're communicating with us all the time. So now what we do is we're now learning how to consciously channel, which is pretty cool because the next course coming up, the Mediumship for Beginners course, is coming up on March 15th, and you're going to be
Can't
coming
wait.
in again,
I love
round
it.
two,
Yes.
and for 2 weeks, only $125. So if you guys feel like learning more or registering, you guys can just check out the website right there on the screen. The next one after March is going to be June 15th until the 30th. So that'll be the next one. But the price of that is going to be a little bit higher.
Yeah, so get on
So
now, people. Get on now.
yeah,
It's a wonderful class.
$125 is good.
It's
Hey
amazing.
there, Betsy. Hi, yo. And so I got Sandalphon here knocking on my door. So here's a message for everyone. And I'm just going to go ahead and channel that for everybody who's watching. If you're watching this, it's for you. And this message is for you, it's for everyone. Okay, and I am now ready. Thank you, everyone. It is an honor and a blessing to be able to step forward and channel through this divine being, also calling me a human being temporarily.
Hello.
He's got a little bit of wit and humor today. It's funny, hey? Okay. He wants me to talk about his, he's doing it again, Tanya. He wants me to talk about a saying that I say, okay? And it's just a lighthearted kind of saying, like banter, that I say when things are getting a little tough with ascension symptoms. And I'm like, I'll say to my friends, hey, Ascension, they said. It would be fun, they said. Come on and join Earth, they said. What was I thinking?
Oh, I say that all the time. What was I thinking? I wanted to come here.
I'm like, what happened? I blacked out. They put me in the bus and I didn't even know I was coming. So yeah. So he wants to talk about that saying that I jokingly say from time to time, he says, okay? Oh yeah, he's strong. So if you're feeling pressure on the top of your head, some people are feeling chills right now. Not surprised. It's a lot of pressure. He's very strong. Archangels have a great deal of energetic punch. There's no, he's taking it easy on me now too. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, by the way. Right.
Okay. So he's saying, he's saying you're welcome. Okay. The reason why he wants me to mention this saying is because it is difficult at times. It is a stretch. It's going to push some of us to our maximum limits or as far as in the moment we can take. And then we will get a break. And then incoming will be the next wave of energy, also known as the event. The next one coming is March 14th, 15th. They say 14th, 15th is coming in slowly and gradually over 2 weeks. So we're really going to get it in the course. Take it easy on us in the course, all right?
Please, the second time around, please.
I'm asking. He's just.
I wish I could.
He's just bowing to me. Oh my God. So that's coming slowly over the last 2 weeks. The last one he's wanting me to talk about the last one we had. It came in with a lot more strength, and he's saying fervor. That's his word.
Fervor? What's that? Fervor.
Fervor. So it came in with more oomph. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
We can all look up the word fervor if we want, because Sandalphon is the one using it. Okay. And now we know some of the words he'll use. And so some of us who are more open and more sensitive to energy, we really were impacted by this last more direct wave of energy with more fervor.
Thanks, Sandalphon.
Oh my God.
I sure did. My problem is my hearing.
Yep, your hearing and
it just went out.
In. So we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
Right when he's done here. Mm-hmm. Okay, you want us to talk about that? Okay, and then he's going to chime in on that. So you go ahead and tell everybody what happened with you and the series of events that happened with your hearing.
Okay, this happened after the first course, maybe a few weeks after, a few weeks after, and my hearing just stopped. Yeah. Like completely. And I got scared. I said, maybe I'm getting sick. And it first started, I was talking to my friend Shireya. It first started with the headache, I felt like my head was going to explode. Explode. Then it went to my neck, and my throat, couldn't swallow. So I was like, maybe I'm getting sick. And then the day after, my hearing just went completely out. So of course, I freaked out. So I contacted Shireya, and then I contacted you. It just told me to contact you. I said, hey, what's going on? Can you chime in or something to see what I need to do? Am I getting sick? Am I need something to worry? Because I was totally freaking out. And I was actually going through a download, and it would go on for another couple of days. Actually, a couple of days, it was a little bit longer, but it wasn't 100%. Like you said, it was slowly coming back.
It would gradually come back.
Coming back. But it was it was very scary, because imagine just holding when you plugged your ears with your fingers and you hear yourself. Yeah. And you're thinking you're sick, and it was just obviously going through a download, and it was just so scary not to hear anything. I was scared to drive. I was scared.
You were in panic mode.
I was.
Yeah, you really were. And so I was really happy you reached out to me, because I thought, oh my goodness, let's tune in and see. But there was no warning on the other side whatsoever that this was a long-term problem of any kind. That's energetically what I got. And then they said in 2 days' time, it would slowly come back online. It wouldn't be 100%, but it came back on at about 80%.
80%. And then the next few days, it was playing musical ears. I'm like, I was telling you, I was like, are they playing musical ears with me? So I ground, and I had a validation through you, as well as with Ashley. And then I had mentioned to you that I pulled a card for myself, and ear chakras came out. How cool is that?
Triple confirmation.
Exactly. It's like triple. I said, okay, that's what it is. I just have to bear and allow it to pass. Right.
Well, and I also remember your guardian angel saying that it was like rebooting a car or rebooting your computer. It was your hearing was coming back online in a different way so that you would be able to hear spirit or communicate through the veil more easily.
Lift
And the
that
fact
veil.
you had all that head pressure before all this
Oh, it
happened
was,
was
yes,
a lot
before.
of yes, because how many times if you want your upper channels to be opened, right? More
Right.
so that you can communicate with spirit more easily, your upper channels being your chakras, your
Mhm.
ear chakras, your crown, your third eye, your throat, like you were experiencing there. And this all comes out the backside of you too, by the way. Your pineal gland area, you got two small chakras back here, you got another one back here. So if you're feeling headaches, if you're getting migraines or a lot of pressure, you need to ask them to step it back. But it felt like with
I
this,
did. Yeah, I don't think it was more than
it
that.
wasn't
They're like,
enough.
sorry, this is gonna
Yeah,
happen,
this
kind
is
of
going to
thing.
happen. It's
Yeah.
going to be a real reboot. And I suppose we could say your team thinks that you're strong enough to be able to handle this. Um,
It was very
and maybe it
bad.
needed to happen when it did because we had all this incoming high vibrational frequency on the planet with such fervor. It all timed up perfectly to get you at that point,
And
literally.
Sheree was saying, it's just a perfect divine timing because at that same time, that during that week, I have spring break. I go to school, college, and I had nothing to do that week. And I was on spring break. I'm like, oh yeah, perfect timing because it's hard to focus. And I even took a couple of days off from work.
Oh,
So, and
wow.
I had no classes that was due, no school
I was wondering,
exam.
I was like, how's she going to work? But you
I
didn't have
took
any work?
off. I took off
You
three
had
days.
to.
It was so hard, but I guess they said I could handle it.
And do you remember what else your guardian angel said? She said that this was a time for you to take for yourself to
Yes,
have your own thoughts and quiet and you time.
yes.
And then you were drawn to reading the book.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then I want more me time. I'm like, can I
Yeah.
get more me? I wanted more me time. Yes, absolutely. In that book, Eric Tolle, amazing
Yeah.
about the ego. I'm addicted to that book.
A New Earth by
The
Eckhart
new,
Tolle. He lives
yes.
over here by me.
Oh yeah.
He's originally from Germany, but he lives in Canada here.
Oh,
And
nice.
that book is pure gold, isn't it? Like it really
Amazing.
has you think you
And,
can't turn back away the same person after reading that.
no, it teaches you to live in the present. Don't look in the back. Live in the present moment, and it talks about observing your thoughts, not actually be your thoughts. Like when you're
Too many of
angry,
us think we are our thoughts. And
we
we're
are.
ding, 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 ding.
Yes,
We're all over the place. We're banging around out there and we wonder why certain things are happening in our lives. Have a look at your thoughts because they're manifesting a lot of things in your life.
yes.
That book is just like pure gold, if you ask.
Amazing.
I'm getting a comment here. Interesting. I've also been having bad headaches and ear issues. Yeah, we're not too surprised. And so now, okay, he's pointing at me. So my skin issue during the ascension time, during this event, during this wave of energy, was when I first started in September 1st. I remember God saying to me, source, light, and love, whatever you want to call it, this energy that is permeating the planet with light, and each of our vessels, that this would start September 1st, 2017 for me. And I remember, okay, sounds great. And then, oh, and it came through my solar plexus and I felt like I had the flu and I had to ask Source to like, can you step it back a little bit? I think I'm going to be sick. And I was vacuuming at the time, working. I was like, I kind of need to get this job done. And so it did back off. But as we open and we take in more light and all of our channels open further, we're taking in more. And so when it first started, it came in through my crown, my heart, and my solar. Still the same local areas, although some of our other chakras are taking it in too. But you really feel it through those three. But in the beginning, it was coming in like a little stream,
You
and
gotta,
now
yeah.
it's like the whole head and the whole vessel's getting the energy plus
Wow.
washing over around me. So it is a lot for my vessel to take on. And what I was feeling this time is probably about day 2 is coming in so strongly. And I was so lightheaded and the energy was just washing in. But it was it was kind of pooling up in my vessel. And so I could feel it start to burn on my skin here, back here, and also right here. You can kind of see it's quite red there, and I'm still recovering from this. And so all this energy has to go somewhere. I think it was just too much for my vessel. I've had a word with my guardian angel for the next wave.
Don't be that strong, please.
Don't hammer me like that. But I never had an incoming wave so strong as I did last time, and I'm so open. So obviously, here we go. Sorry. The book's name is A New Earth, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, and it's orange. Okay, and so when this came in, oh boy, searing like a hot poker, and that you could tell the energy was coming out this area. And I have had itchy hot pockets before, maybe about 5 times when these waves come in, but this was different. It was like 10 times what I normally had. And then it came out here. And so I got here and here, and then I'm talking with my team and I'm like, can we do something about this? So let's let Sandalphon have a word with us about these ascension symptoms. It's kind of really what he's doing is he's alerting us, okay? He wants us to be aware that this incoming frequency, this incoming energy, also known as the event, you want to call it that, or the wave, will continue to come each month. And we're going to get a break over July and August. And then it will start up again September 1st. September 1st? Yes, September 1st. The next one coming is March 14th, 15th for 2 weeks. He just wants us to know that this is going to be continuing for the remainder of our lifetimes. There's no getting out of it.
It is needed for more light, more high vibrational. That's the reason of the waves happening, right?
Exactly. Lifting and raising our frequency, more high vibrational thoughts, more high vibrational way of being, more high vibrational goings on the planet. So really, this is a good thing, but we need to take it easy on this vessel.
Please.
Please. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it will go smoother next time, and I'll keep you posted as well. So he's just alerting us to this, that we may have ascension symptoms that are increasing or more intense, more severe as we may see them. This hearing loss is one of them. The skin issue is one of them. Heart palpitations, anxiety, spaciness, ungroundedness. Okay, these are just some of them. Some of us are experiencing heat, a lot of heat coming out of our hands or the bottoms of our feet. Intense dream cycles that are really intense or lucid. These are some of the ascension symptoms that you may be experiencing, and they will be increasing over time. So you will get some of the waves coming in. Some of the waves of energy are going to be more intensive, like the last one, and some of them are going to be more gentle but drawn out over longer periods of time. And that's what we're getting next time. So it's really important that we ground ourselves every single day, every day. So you can have a bath,
if you can't
even a shower is grounding, bath is grounding, or putting your feet in a salt bath. You can put your feet in there. You can lay on the ground. But my favorite is going outside and sitting my bum on the earth with my back on the tree, because this is getting to the point where I need this type of grounding. Tree, feel free to help me. Earth, or down the earth to come up and ground me when I'm at work. You bet you can talk to her. She'll hear you the second that you start talking with your inside your head or out loud. Okay. Anything else on that? No, he's done. He's dusting off his hands. So he's telling me he's completed what he would like to speak with us about. And it's really important that we learn about this and that we know about this.
I have a special tree. Actually, I have a special tree that I usually go at evening time when no one's around. because I live in a condo and I have one special tree. And I'm like, hey, it's me again. And I just sit next to it, probably around 8 when it gets dark. And I'm there, I keep saying about 10 minutes, but it lasts about longer, 20 minutes. And I just look up in the sky and I'm like, why did but I keep asking, why did I want to come back down here again? And that's not even joking. Sometimes I'm serious. I'm like,
because they said it was going to be fun.
But to them, it's like a blink. The higher self is like, oh, it's a blink of the eye. It's just.
It really is.
Yeah,
so like, that's how they see it.
Yeah.
That's how the angels see it. That's how your higher self sees it. Oh, you've had heat. Emma's saying that she's had a little bit of heat on her tongue.
Interesting.
Wow. What do you say about, I got another energy coming in right here, and it's hitting me right here, knocking on my door. I'm getting a little lightheaded, and it's a different frequency, so I'm just going to tune in on that, and then I'm going to check in and see. I've never asked if we have a chakra on our tongue. I bet we do.
Interesting.
Let's see here. It's your guardian angel, Tanya, coming in, smiling.
Is it a female? Is it a female? Mm-hmm. She tells me to be more assertive. I'm trying to be more assertive.
Good. She's assertive.
Oh, good. She told me that one time. I'm like, okay, I'll be more assertive.
And she will be what you need too, which is obviously needed. Let's see what message she'd like to relay. Some of you may be experiencing what Kristin and Tanya are experiencing. Some of you may be experiencing different ascension symptoms moving forward. It's different for each of us because each of us has a different vibrational frequency. Some of us are much more open and awake and aware and ready to receive more light, more energy. And some of us are more asleep and more unawake or unaware, just unobservant, she's saying, and that's okay too. You will still receive this frequency, this energy. You just may not experience the same ascension symptoms as these dear ones are experiencing. Thank you, Kristin. That's all I wish to say.
Thank you.
Whew. So who would like to answer? Do we have a chakra on our tongue? We have larger chakras through the vessel, and then we have smaller ones, very small. Some of them are like really small, like the tip of a pen is what they're saying, and even smaller. And yes, your guardian angel, Tanya, is hilarious. She goes, there's a lot that we don't know. Well, I've got that much.
There's a lot. We're going to know a lot when we go up there.
That off. But let's figure out some of the stuff that we can know. So there are small ones on the tongue, yes. It's also important that if you are feeling a lot of heat in the body at this time, taking in more energy, it's really important to eat more alkaline, cooling foods rather than acidic type of heating foods, okay? Foods that are going to heat up your system. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tanya, she just went like this on my head.
I love her.
Need to note that because last night I had some casserole and I laid in bed on fire. Oh. I'm like, okay, maybe not right now. Maybe I put it in the freezer. Okay. Yes. So what do we do when we have ascension symptoms? We're going outside and grounding ourselves at least 5 minutes a day, bare minimum. But if you can make it longer, go for it. Go out to nature, go sit by a body of water, go lean your back up against a tree, go for a walk at night and lean your back on the tree, talk with the earth, ask her to anchor you down and help you ground. Anything else that would like to come through? Okay, we're moving along. So what have you noticed since taking the last mediumship for beginners course in January?
Was it January now? It's March. It goes by so fast, don't it?
My gosh, I know, right? It's like there's no time and like time's speeding up, but it feels like there's no time in moments, right?
And I just can't wait to, it's coming up, right? The 14th?
Yep, 15th. Yeah. Coming up
15th,
March 15th.
Excuse me.
And so it's been 3 months since the last, but it feels like it's gone by so fast, hasn't it?
It doesn't feel like 3 months at all. I have still been practicing pulling my cards. I have another deck from Doreen,
Oh, great.
the Angel Therapy deck. I absolutely love that deck.
That's a great deck.
Yes, I meditate. I meditate a lot. I try not to fall asleep, but I meditate with nice like chakra music on YouTube. They have good chakra music. They also they guide you through the meditation. I use those. I have witnessed a big change. I had prayed or asked for manifest things that I need more in my life, and one of them was patience. What you think of your happiness and joy, which I'm always happy and joy, but more of it because I'm not a patient person. Just going outside, being around humans, sometimes it's like
Too
road
much.
rage, too much humans.
Yeah.
Maybe I see and feel the
Open
energy.
and empathic and
Yeah,
sensitive.
yeah. I just feel that their acts are just. It's their acts that just gets on my. I don't humans sometimes I just try to ignore. I totally avoid the news. I know you're laugh.
Me too. I do. You know, as an indigo, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's like you want to change the world very drastically.
But there's
You're
8 billion people.
irritated too.
It is very yes.
Mhm.
It's a lot of
And
people don't care.
so, what I've learned moving forward from the angels is to allow others to be as they choose. Sit back and observe and just allow them to be as they
Or
choose because
avoid.
they do it with us. P.S.
Or just avoid them. But anyway, where I was
Yeah,
going, I was feeling more patience, like especially in a grocery store.
good.
I'm telling you, I don't like waiting in lines and nothing like that. If I go to another line and I get upset, I'm like, oh, that line just got one line got shorter, and this one because the one of the register maybe closed down for whatever reason because of coupons. And I just sat there like do do do, and then and then a minute later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not upset. I feel fine.
Or relax.
And I'm more relaxed. And driving, someone cut in front of me, I just feel like usually I'd have been like, I would have been angry. Um, I just more relaxed. I just feel like I have more patience,
Yeah, way
which is
more.
it is a big thing for me. Believe me, it is the biggest thing. So a couple of weeks ago, it had happened. What was happening? Something had happened with my car, and normally I spend a lot of money on it. Normally I would put another hole in someone. Because I'm always thinking the mechanic's always trying to, get more money to do. But I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna keep calm. I'm gonna just look at my options. Do I sell it? Do I fix it? What's my options? So instead of angry and lash about something you cannot do or something you cannot handle it or you can't fix it on your own, I was just calm and I was just looking at the options and not right away I realized that. Not right away. Days later, I was like, oh my God.
You're
So
supposed
I'm
to.
realizing normally I would lash at you, and that is the biggest thing. And so that in turn gives me more joy and happy because when you're not angry and you have less hatred and less, you have more patience. You're not angry or mad. You're more. If you're not angry, you're the opposite of angry. You're happy. You're joy. So you
And,
don't
and
things less bother you less.
exactly. And it's a full circle in that the more calm and relaxed you are, the more you create more calm, relaxed situations in your life. And more calm, relaxed, patient people come in.
Yeah,
And it's a
I
full
think
circle. So you're actually going to create more of those outcomes in your life. And I was just saying that to my friend literally today. I
yeah.
literally just said that to my friend, um, just left out the door. And I said, no matter what, because my friend is also very empathic and open. And I said, no matter what, always keep your calm, always keep your cool, because something had happened and my friend kept calm and kept cool. And it was like the first time, and it felt really good and very empowering and very relaxed, and
Every
everything
action,
worked out.
every action has a reaction. So when you act on your anger or act on frustration,
Mhm.
there's gonna have some type of consequences, either
Yeah.
positive or
The
negative.
more
So,
you're putting that energy
so
out, the more it
right.
will, and
So
vice
that to me is
versa.
huge. Yep.
It's like,
Mm-hmm.
so
Exactly.
do you think that the mediumship for beginners course, is it about being a medium?
No, it's not about me. I think it's getting closer to know who you are and knowing your spirit guides and getting and receiving guidance, not just about being a mediumship. I mean, I want to I want to hear them. I wouldn't really want to hear them, but it's my divine timing. So if it's not the right time, or maybe they think it's too much, or maybe they're working on me, not knowing, and then eventually I'll be full blown. I'm able to maybe hear first. I think I'm going to hear first. I'm not sure because my ears are working, or see things. Even though I did see, sorry to change this, but I did see something a couple, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, kind of freaked me out. Because I tell them, please release my doubt, release my fear, and allow me to open and expand to see and receive guidance. The night it happened, like I woke up 1 o'clock in the morning, I saw hands like this. I jumped out of bed.
So you saw hands coming at you like this,
Yeah.
or was it like this?
It was more of a hands like this, and it was like green color. I told you right now.
Oh.
It was more hands like, it was like this.
I do see the angels and archangels with their hands like this a lot.
And it was like a green color. So I'm thinking it's, so it's a little bit of opening, but I hope I didn't push them away, because I don't want no fear or doubt. I need to also work on that.
We don't push them away. They ain't going nowhere.
Okay, good. Because I don't want them to feel that I'm scared. I'm like, no, give me more.
Or in our own faces. It's just temporarily till we want
to open fully.
Yeah, it's really interesting, all the different colors and the hand signals that they show you, and they're communicating all the time.
Yeah.
They don't step back because we're scared. They just hang out until we simmer down, and then they will try again when it's time. When the mind is a little more relaxed, when you're coming out of meditation, coming out of sleep, these are great moments. If you're, go, 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 and your mind's going all the time, I say to people, when your mind is nice and relaxed, then they can come in and communicate with you. So when your mind is still, then you can pick up on the guidance that's coming through. Is it coming through like an outside voice? No, not usually in the beginning. It comes through like your own internal thought forming words. And it can be very simple and gradual. It's not like a full sentence they're going to give you at first. It would probably just give you a couple of words. And then you realize you're not the one forming these words. We love you is usually the first thing that individuals will hear from their guardian angels. Or they're really proud of us. They're egging us on to keep going. We're doing a great job.
I hope your mind has a sense of humor, because I like to laugh. But listen, I want to make sure mine have a good sense of humor, because I like to laugh.
My guardian angel, she's literally like Galadriel, very stoic and calm.
You told me. Yeah, she's.
If I ask her a question, she'll give me detailed guidance, and then if I have a decision to make, she won't answer that for me, but she'll give me questions that will lead to the answer.
Right.
So, but if I'm kind of giddy and stuff sometimes, obviously that's what I need. Oh, thank you, Agnes. She doesn't really crack jokes too often, but if I egg her on or tease her, she'll kind of roll her eyes and kind of give it back to me, just ever so slightly. Okay.
Okay, Kristin.
That kind of stuff. But you're something way more strong. I had no problems hearing her. She's like, oh yeah, in two days time. There's no warning. And I thought, okay, well. So really, a lot of the time I say, well, is this a physical thing or is it a energy thing?
Yeah, and I was asking myself, but I think I was too
when
panic mode, and I want to make sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I never had that complete.
When you're worried and feared and your frequency the way it is, it's not as easy to hear them because they're so high vibrational. And if we're just wait till we simmer down a little bit and then try to hear them, some days are not the bestest of days. So yeah, no problems there hearing her. She was awesome. Yes. So, have you noticed, well, obviously you've met a lot of wonderful friends through the course.
I'm sure Jane, this Phyllis. I love her. She's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys going live in this course coming up again. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I would love to try it with her. Of course, she's more advanced, but it's not about, like you said, it's not about, it's your divine timing. And I'm looking forward to meeting new people, high spiritual, vibrational people.
Yeah, it's not about getting right or wrong.
And they're all cool people. They're so nice, high vibrational people.
Yeah, a lot of super high vibrational people.
I love it.
Shreya was the first one to jump in, and I thought, oh, look at her go. She was the
Yeah,
first one to go live last, and I was like, all right, we'll see where this goes. Awesome. I was like cheering her right on, just like I cheer all you on.
I love
Whether you
that.
want to
Me
sit
too.
back and watch or be more participate, like you want to participate more, either
Hmm.
one, it's okay.
And it's good
Learn
too
so
because you
much.
have pre-recorded, so
Mhm,
it's on their time. So if they can't come on
mhm.
live for whatever reason, they can always go back and watch the recording. And it feels there's no time limit. So
There's no
if you're channeling someone, they are feeling at that moment, that present time.
Isn't that great?
So it's
That there's no
awesome.
time or space constraints for spirit. So no matter
Right.
when you're watching that, it won't matter because spirit's going to come in for you anyways.
Exactly.
People think that they're taking spirit away from something else that's really important, but that is not the case. They can be in multiple different places at once. It's really something else. It's
That's
really cool.
amazing.
And so, yeah, you can have the pre-recorded material and the base core material is emailed to you at the end of the course. So you just download what you'd like to have for the future, ebook,
There you are.
pre-recorded material. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, Lisa, you finally, Lisa's coming in too.
She's coming out. Oh, okay, wait to meet you,
Joe's
Lisa.
coming in. Emma
Lisa.
next time. So, I'm always one who's like, if you feel pulled, then come and join. I just like bringing everybody together in a high vibrational environment and having fun. And everybody's like an onion. So some of us maybe have a few more layers, and some of us are like a few less layers, but irregardless, we're all going to get there. We're all going the same direction. We're all going to get there irregardless. And it's just about enjoying and practicing. It's not about getting it
Sure.
right or wrong or being a medium. It's about practicing and having fun and enjoying yourself and
And
using
getting
the
guidance and getting guidance in your everyday life. Everyone needs the guidance. We needed
constant,
that. Yeah.
because all the students are practicing on us, aren't they? So you're constantly getting angel cards given and channeled messages for you every day for 2 weeks. It's pretty cool.
That's so cool. And only for 125. So I'm like, that's a no-brainer.
No
Because
brainer.
I constantly get a mini reads. And you have opportunities to come on live and speaking with the actual medium and practicing with the other students. So, and if you don't feel drawn to, you can always watch, but try to get out of your comfort zone a little bit and go on because there's no one to really fear because they're all in the same, they all love you. They're all cheering you on. So
Totally,
they don't
totally vibrational environment cheering
judge.
you on.
Yeah, no
And
judgment.
there's the angel cards, but then there's the sensing energy. So we talk about how do you sense when your team is around you and what do they feel like?
That's so cool.
And
And the
how are
yes
you
and
reaching out?
those. Mm-hmm.
And then how can you reach out to them? So we're talking about both ends of a telephone line, if you want to call it like that.
Right.
So what can I do to make the changes to connect with them? And how are they reaching out to connect with me? So most of us on Earth have a one-way telephone line. Some of us don't even realize that we do. So the thoughts you're thinking and the words you're speaking and the words you're writing are all coming out and they're all picking up on it. And then unconsciously at times we're picking up on their guidance with gut feelings, etc. But for the most part, one way, or they come through our dream state. And a lot of us are having some really vivid dreams lately.
I have too, which is
Yeah,
weird. I'm asking
that
them.
energy
I'm like, what is
coming
that
in.
about? I tell them, like, what is that about? Some of
Mhm.
these weird dreams.
I've said to
They're
my
probably
guardian
laughing.
angel, I said, "What is up with these intense dreams?" So
Yeah.
let's see her feedback on this again. So what's up with these intense dreams?
What do
And
you
see
think?
what she says. The intense dreams, as you call them, is an is a um, output or a outcome of the incoming frequency flooding through your vessels while you are sleeping. So your mind and your body is intaking a lot of energy when you're sleeping, and so that is creating more intense dream state. There's nothing to look into here,
Yeah, I haven't. Like,
what the dream
look
is.
into it because it's totally
Yeah,
weird.
like why, and does this mean something?
Hmm.
Uh, it's our way of processing and coping with this incoming frequency.
Okay.
This is one way. Okay. And she doesn't want us to be concerned if we're not having intense dreams, irregardless.
Okay.
Um, It makes no mind. Hmm? She just smiled at me and gave me a thumbs up. So, mhm.
Everyone's supportive. That's right, Emma. Everyone's supportive for you.
Yeah, does anybody have any questions that they'd like to type out? And we'll try to get to some of them. If you're drawn to angels, that's fantastic. It's a high vibrational frequency that's with you all the time. If you're drawn to your spirit guides, equally fantastic, high vibrational frequency that is a part of your team. What are spirit guides? So that would be your soulmates from your soul group on the other side, watching over you. That's how I see them. And that's how they explain themselves to me. We have two of them, just like we have two guardian angels. That's how I see them. And then we have the rest of the team of angels that are helping us with all sorts of things in our lives. Some of us are praying, some of us are asking, hey, I'd like this, that, and the other. And some of us are doing a lot of complaining in life. So that's a form of asking too, and complaining, or you just brought in some help, even by complaining. So either way, they hear it all. Whether you want to write down a nice long list and ask for what you'd like to have help with in your life, that's another great, wonderful way of doing it. It's all about lifting and raising your vibrational frequency and having a good time, meeting like-minded souls, and making new friends. And now we're all connected online, and I just love that. I just think that support is so important, more now than ever, and being in a high vibrational space.
And you got many students also leaving that, making their own YouTube channels.
Totally.
I mean, they're just like, oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. And Facebook groups. So some of the channels that have been created since the course began is Paul Miljus. So Miljus, if you want to check out Paul Miljus. Sharia McCormick. So maybe Sharia can pop in her link and Paul can pop in their link there too. Alana Berquist. Is there anybody else that I'm missing?
Was Jane also, or Jane is just on? She does a lot. She does go on live a lot with Sharia.
She goes on live and she practices a lot.
But it just shows you, it just shows you that they're coming off the classes. So
yeah, it's amazing. Kristin Katerine started a group yesterday or day before, and Shane, he started his group too. It's been wonderful. It's like spreading the light for everybody because,
we need more of that.
Maybe gravitated and pulled towards this person versus this person.
Right.
It's just a vibrational match. Okay. So I'm going to tune in and see the name of your guardian angel. Do you want to come in closer?
Lord.
He's saying his name is Ben, and he's right above me, and I don't think he's used to like communicating through a medium. That's what I'm getting here. Like it's not like he comes through to chat through a medium for you often. He's giving me a thumbs up. Okay. Oh yes, and Lauren started a group too. So maybe all of you guys, when you watch this video, pop the links in below. And of course, if you guys want to join us live, we come live in Intuitive Angel Messages all the time on Facebook. So, Mayra, there are many different ways to tune into your angels. Okay. One is the most important thing is having and creating a quiet mind. So if you can create a still mind for 30 seconds to a minute, multiple times a day, you can ask them to step forward so you can feel them in that moment. Can you open and expand your energy, please? You can get a deck of angel cards and they will guide your hand to the card that they would like you to pick up. Again, your mind being quiet is very important. Those are some of the ways you can ask them a question and get a yes or no response within your vessel. This being no, relaxed or open being yes.
Hold on, Boo. Boo, very, very, very quiet.
What?
No, I love it. So Patty's
Please
just
go
saying
get a couple minutes.
she's
My husband just
yeah, having access to intuitive angel messages and other videos from the Kristin Davies YouTube channel. That would be my channel. Has been a blessing. Yeah, you don't feel so alone. It's so important. And yes, cool. I love it. Yes, this is live right now.
You see the live? Yeah.
Yep, sure is. So, with this being said, thank you for coming on live with me so we can talk about ascension symptoms. And if anyone would like to learn more about how to communicate with their angels and the other side and have mini readings given to you for 2 weeks straight for $125.
Oh, yes. Hello. Hello. The classes to go.
And
Way to go.
this time I've got a little costume that I bought for St. Patrick's Day when I come on live.
Oh, can't wait.
And I'm
Can't
going to
wait.
be goofy and dorky, and I'm going to have fun with you in the course, and we're going to have fun pulling angel cards, and I want to talk about leprechauns and leprechaun energy, and I want to get some answers from the angels because I haven't asked these questions before. So I'm going to be doing that in the course too on March 17th. The course starts this Sunday, March 15th. If you can't make this one, the next one coming up is June 15th till the 30th of 2020. So yes, it's great seeing you too, Emma. Thanks for coming on with me, Tanya. I can't
Thank you,
wait to do the
Kristin.
course.
Oh, I can't wait to go through that class
We'll
again.
practice again live again.
Yes, and meet new people. So,
Tanya, I can hear your guardian angel in the back of my head saying, "Thank you, ladies."
thank you.
She's clapping as well. She's chiming in. She wants to know that she's always by your side. Always. You've got this. She wants you to also know that there's other ascension symptoms coming, but now you'll know what they are. And it's all for your highest and best good, and also to help open your channels further to make it easier for you to communicate with her and your other guardian angel.
Okay. Now
She's
I know
saying,
what it is.
thank you, dear ones. She's saying, thank you, dear ones. Oh, there's Shreya. She just popped on.
And sure, you're going to rewatch it.
Yeah. Please place your link to your YouTube channel and your Facebook group below this, okay, Shreya? Because I just talked about it. So if you want to pop the links in there, everybody can check them out. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful Tuesday, Thursday.
You're so funny.
Time.
Bye,
Okay,
everyone.
bye, Tanya.
Bye, everyone.